still I'm lit. Got baggies dancing on my necklace. Niggas wanna talk, I get them lit.
Hey, it's Jae Asè. Got a lot of messages and things to say. Welcome to the garden where we find our way. What's up, family? It's your girl Jae Asè. Welcome you back to the garden where we plant seeds, bear fruits, and water them along the way. I want to thank you guys so much for your patience with me. I know I have been on a very long hiatus, but I'm back better than ever, and I can't wait to update you guys on exactly what's been happening in my life. And that's exactly what this video is going to be about. We're going to talk about the experiences I went through, as well as the upcoming changes to the channel that you guys should be expecting. I want to thank you guys so much for your patience with me and joining me along this ride, and let's get right into it. Okay, so before we get this video started, I'm gonna just start off by saying a little prayer, a little affirmation, because I feel like there are a lot of people, well, I know there are a lot of people who don't want me to give this video out, but I have every right to speak my truth, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So if you guys want to join me, I just want to start by saying no weapon formed against any of us shall prosper in the mighty name of the Most High. We are divinely protected. We are divinely seen and heard within every prayer that we give out. We are strength incarnate. We are love incarnate, and we are divinely devoted to our healing, ascension, and growth. Anything that comes through to try to block us, stop us from being able to communicate, stop us from seeing our work, stop us from knowing how we should show up in this world, stop us from wanting to show up in this world, is rebuked and not welcome in any of our energies. And with that, I say Ashe, gratitude, namaste, alhamdulillah. Okay, so initially when I thought of making this video, y'all, I was not ready to make the video. It's like I wanted to do like this tell-all, like this person did this person did that, this person did that. And now that I'm a little bit more healed, well, I would say a lot more healed, but you know, healing is an ongoing thing, so I can't just put a stamp on it and say nothing affects me anymore. Now that I'm healed, I realized that for me to go in and constantly point fingers at people would literally take away from the necessary steps it takes for me to acknowledge the accountability I played in these relationships, in these situations, in these experiences. And plus, I'm not anybody's victim. I never have been, I never will be. I have gone through things, I have experienced things, and I have learned beautiful divine lessons from them. I am not any situation, but I am the person that has grown from each of the situations I experienced. So we're just gonna jump right in. I was homeless. That's where I've been, y'all. I was homeless. I was very much homeless. You know, when you get to a point where you value yourself to a certain extent, where you value the things that mean a lot to you, and you value the things that are going to help you achieve your goals and your dreams, you don't allow other people around you to continue to devalue you or to make you seem to be less than who you know you truly are. And for a very vast amount of my life, that has been an objective of my family, from siblings to my fucking parents. And I'm gonna be very real. I was silenced a lot as a child. I was told it was going to be this way or that way, and if I have a problem with it, I better figure it out myself. I didn't get to speak my mind a lot because I'm a truth speaker, and people who don't want their truths revealed will shut down and silence a truth speaker any chance they get. And I got tired of it. I had a disagreement, I had an altercation, and I was kicked out. Do I regret it? No. Would I do it again? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because that moment where I stuck up for myself and I called my power back, and I let the people around me who thought it was okay to devalue me, to put a stamp on me and think that I was supposed to sit in that box that they put on me, they learned a very, very hard lesson on not to do that. Not to me. But I feel as though it was like a leap of faith moment. It was very divinely guided. I feel like my internal self had just had enough. And I don't think a lot of people acknowledge that for a lot of us, the thing that really sparks that change, that really sparks that transition, that has you in that energy of like, okay, fuck it, this is what I got to do for my betterment, is when you've had enough. You get tired of people demeaning you. You get tired of feeling this type of way in a room full of people that should have you feeling an entirely different way, on an entirely different level. And I had enough. I left with somebody that I thought I could trust. And I tried to find my own way. You know what I'm saying? It was really hard for a very long time there, because not only was the person that I left with not truly my person, but the people that was around said person could not fucking stand me. And that's totally fine. You know, when you're an earth angel, when you are of the light, when you know who you are, when you're not afraid to show up as every fucking aspect of you, people don't like you. And I feel like that was another lesson I really, really learned from all of this, is that regardless of how people view you, regardless of what people say about you, regardless of what people try to throw at you, if it's really up to you, they can't stop shit. So whatever people are trying to take from you, snatch it right the fuck back from them and keep it for yourself. But yeah, I turned all my tribulations into testimonies, and I want to share that with y'all. So upon being homeless, I was in a relationship. It was narcissistic. I didn't have any boundaries, and the boundaries that I did have, I did not stick to them. And that's what people forget, you know. It's not just saying, oh, I have this boundary. It's every time somebody comes and tries to push up against that boundary, you push right the fuck back. And that's something I had to learn, and I can honestly say that. But because I didn't have any boundaries, you know, because I was already in a tough situation and I was already feeling down and out in certain ways, you know, my faith was always there. I continued to pray. I would take walks, and it was times where I wouldn't talk to anybody all day but God, you know. Because of that, I was in a relationship where I ended up being a victim of domestic violence, and I did suffer a miscarriage because of that. And this is something that I don't want to go too deep in, because everybody's experience is valid and important, but my personal experience, I would like to remain personal. But I want to talk about it because there are a lot of women and men who go through this, and it's not something that should be normalized. It's not something that's funny. It's not something that should be taken lightly by anybody involved or anybody who witnesses it. The first time somebody is comfortable enough to talk to you crazy, put their hands on you in any way, shape, or form, even just grabbing you up, leave. And I know it's not as simple as that. Believe me, I know it's not as simple as that. But it's another one of those moments where it's like, are you going to continue to value this person who is showing you that the level of value you have for them is not reciprocated towards you, you know? And I had to go. I had to leave. I was not myself. I hadn't been myself in a very, very long time. And even now, as I'm in my own energy more, I realize that even since I was a child, I never really got to be my true, authentic self. And I feel like a big part of the homelessness, the letting go of people, you know, having to find and understand and stick to my guns and my boundaries, really put me in a place to learn these different parts of me that I never got to embrace. As tough and demeaning as certain parts of this has been, it has shown me how strong I am and how, you know, infinite my willpower is. It's shown me that regardless of how people have shaped me out to be, regardless of what people say, regardless of how people have showed up in my life and did the bare minimum, you know, I'm still me. I can still show up for myself. I still have a divine spiritual team. I still have a divine connection to God. I am me. I am who I am. And regardless of if it's liked or not, I'm still going to show up and love who I am, you know, because that's what this is about. We don't come down here to be welcomed into open arms by the entire world. We come down here to learn ourselves. As the saying goes, we come in this world alone. We can't go out with nobody else. But I want to talk about it again. The domestic violence with the hardest part of all of this wasn't even the physical stuff. It really wasn't. If I'm being honest, my ex hits like a bitch. It was losing my child. That hurt a lot. And I feel like for the women out there who have angel babies, for the women out there who cannot, you know, carry to full term, for the women out there who cannot have children, you are still loved. You are still valid. You are still worthy of love. And that doesn't make you any less of a woman. You are not a failure of a being. You are not less of a strong, independent person. You are not unworthy of carrying a child, you know? And for me, I feel like as hard as it is to accept when people say it, sometimes God does things for a reason, you know? And I 100% believe that was done for a reason. I'm not trying to get emotional, y'all, but I 100% believe that was done for a reason, that I experienced it for a reason. And it just made me realize, like, there are certain areas of my life that I needed to take more seriously. One of those being who the hell I lay down with. Amen. But going back to that, well, not even that, but to loved ones and the people around us and our boundaries. It's so hard. I'm sorry if this video is all over the place, y'all. I really do. But I really am. But it's so hard to set boundaries with people that we love, especially when these are the people that are around, that were around prior to the boundary. It can be very hard, and it can be very painstaking, you know, wanting to keep that connection to somebody you really, really love, but also not wanting to demean your value by allowing these people to show up in your life however the fuck they want to. That's not, it's hard. It's really hard, especially when you realize that our outside influences really has a effect on our internal world. You know, if you are continuing letting these people play with your boundaries, you're playing with yourself, and not in a good way. Y'all nasty. But yeah, you know, it's hard. It can be difficult, you know, but it's necessary. And I'm not gonna lie, letting go of a lot of my family was the breath of fresh air I never know I was missing. I never knew I was missing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just all over the place. Like I told you, I feel like there are a lot of people who don't want me to give this message out, but I'm gonna push it out anyways. I lost my train of thought. Okay, boom. All right. So when I took that breath of fresh air away from my family, it made me realize, like, really take into consideration that blood relation does not mean you have to be interconnected with these people's workings. If they are an unhealthy individual, if they are a stagnant individual, you have every right to detach yourself from them, regardless of, and all that. That's your family, that's your blood. Blood is thicker than water, and no. We have blood relation. I choose who is my family. Everybody gets to choose who their family is. Soul family goes so much deeper than the blood that runs through your veins. It goes straight to your soul. It goes straight to your energetic aura state. It goes straight to your higher self, that connection. And that's the type of connection I'm going to feed and invest in. Not ones where I'm constantly giving to these people and I never feel better, or I'm constantly feeling worse once I'm giving to these people. I put myself first, and it made me the villain for a lot of the family that I grew up around. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I almost said something, but we're not doing that. I be on my spiritual gangster shit for real, y'all. Like, you know, I feel like that was another thing that really needed to happen when I took that leap of faith, is me finding my authenticity. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I showed up to this channel trying to be this professional psychic spiritualist that their whole personality was this magic and this, that, and the third, but that is not me. That is not me, y'all. That's not me. And I can't show up and pretend that that's me every day. I like to cuss, and I cuss very eloquently. You know, like I like to listen to hood music sometimes, because that's what I grew up around. You know what I'm saying? I like to go get dirty and play in the mud. You know what I'm saying? I like to throw my ass sometimes because it feels good and it activates your sacral chakra. For all my girls out there, y'all already know. Like, I was trying to put myself in the position to play this part when I realized I'm not playing a part. This is me. I am truly a chosen individual. I truly have a divine connection to the Most High. And regardless of who I am outside of that connection, I still can be that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm coming into this channel and I want to be more authentic with you guys. I want to be more really blunt with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, the videos are going to be taking a whole different direction. It is still going to be oracle based messages. Specifically, I'm going to be doing a lot more written channeled messages. I did create my own oracle deck that I will be channeling with, just so I have a stronger energetic connection to the cards. But outside of that, it will be mostly just things that I have been receiving through direct contact with the Most High. And also, I'm moving away from, you know, requests. And I want you guys to give me requests, don't get me wrong, but it won't be a lot of the mainstream or what you guys are looking to see. It's going to be everything you need to fucking hear, because that's what the Most High has been telling me, exactly like that. Everything they need to fucking hear. And not even just from the Most High. I feel like, especially for my garden, a lot of y'all spiritual team is on y'all ass. I heard it's crunch time, especially with the new year coming up. It's going to be a lot going on there. Look, y'all already got me on the spiritual shit. We're not supposed to be talking about that yet. But just to finish my trial and tribulation story, y'all, where I was settling had me drowning so thoroughly that I didn't even know that I was holding myself down, you know, like I didn't even realize that it was me stopping my head from being above water. I didn't even realize until I took that step away and really asked myself, am I happy here? Am I able to evolve here? Am I being taken advantage of here? Am I my best self here? Until I asked myself those things, I was stuck, you know? I was stuck, and I was stuck intentionally. I was comfortable because I hadn't known anything else. And I was fearful because I hadn't known anything else. You know, but at a certain point, when you really fed up, when you had enough of people playing with you, when you had enough of people thinking that they could come in your life and treat you any type of fucking way, you'll grow a backbone. You'll grow a backbone. Bitch, stand up. Stand up. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had to fight. I had to drop somebody. I did. But I'm ready to go to war about everything that comes with me. You don't have to do that. Y'all don't have to show up against all your enemies and be ready to swing. But I know I am. And I will continue to be like that. Regardless. But outside of that, that was for the people I know who watching, who don't like me. Mwah, yeah, can't beat me up. Anyway. I told y'all. Be ready, y'all. Cause I told y'all. But yeah, I'm back and I'm better than ever. I hope y'all ready for me. Because the energy is about to be times 10 of what it was in the past. If you guys have been watching since the YouTube channel prior to this, y'all can see my evolution and my growth, and y'all know that I'm a force to be reckoned with when I'm really in my bag. And baby, I'm in about 3, 4, 5 of my bags right now. So I hope you guys are prepped. I hope you guys are ready to evolve and grow and just get creative and find a new love and lust for life with me, because I'm ready to have you guys a part of this journey. So that's just a little bit about where I've been, what I've been through. I'll probably talk more about tribulations and stuff. I still am gonna have my chit chat with Jae Asè, y'all. We're gonna start doing that a lot more. And I also want you guys to start sharing y'all testimonies with me. I would love to have some of you guys collaborate with me, whether it's cards, whether it's just us talking, whether it's just talking about God. Like, I really want this to become a safe space. This is the garden, and we're flourishing, y'all. I'm flourishing, and I hope y'all can see it and feel it in just my energetic state, because I'm so excited to get back to this channel. I am super, super excited. Like, all this bullshit I went through, like, it was worth it. Like, it 100% was worth it. When I was going through it and I was crying and throwing up and my eyes was red and all that, it wasn't worth it. But now it's so worth it. Like, I learned that the only way to get past it is to go through it. And I went through that shit with my head held high, and I came out with a testimony, and I'm so happy that I get to share this with you guys. I know this is short. I know it's a little bit all over the place, but I really wanted to share just a little bit of myself and what's been happening and what you guys could be expecting from the channel with you guys. But card reading coming soon, more videos coming soon. Please, 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 if you guys really, really enjoy Jae Asè, y'all enjoy the type of content I make, please don't hesitate to follow me. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on TikTok. Yes, y'all, I just made a TikTok. I'm gonna start doing silly, goofy stuff over there. I'll probably do some TikTok lives as well. All the links for that is going to be in the bio. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in today, for listening, especially if you made it this far. And I just want you guys to know that I love you. I care for y'all. I'm so happy to have y'all part of this journey with me. I'm so happy to have y'all part of the garden. And it's only up from here. I love you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see y'all soon.
My one and only, she covered in money, that's my honey, never frumpy, stretched down like a side B. And you don't love me, and you don't love him. I ain't bugging, I ain't tripping.